Our beloved viewers, we welcome you to the second edition of our program at the Shine Media Center. You're still with Account Britannia, taking you all over the day. Next to me is a Mutuez believer who is still here to give us more clarification about how he left Catholicism to being a Mutuezi. In our last episode, we talked a lot, and today he's here to tell us how he feels, how life is outside Christianity. Hmm? Though I don't encourage people to leave Christianity, because for the time I've been there, really, I haven't got any hardships. So I don't encourage people to leave Christianity. But for his case, he's also going to tell us how he feels outside Christianity. You're welcome, Mr. Anthony. Come and introduce yourself as we continue with our current episode.
Thanks, Shine Media Center. As usual, I'm Dawson Tegetse, son to Jerajeze and grandson to Dayahoze.
You can increase on the voice.
I'm by name of Dawson Tegetse, son to Jerajeze, grandson to Dayahoze. Life in Bachwezi is well.
Yeah,
It's booming.
Before we go very far, yeah, you originate from where? Where did you study from? In 1 minute, you can just bring it out. You tell us where you come from, who your parents are. Do you have brothers and sisters? If they are there, where do they pray from? Where do they worship from?
My origin is in Chisoro, in Mitore. Although, when you go deep in my origin, I come from, we call them Mpimbiza Muganza in Congo, as far as the Bajiri clan originate from. I come from Kamongo district currently, where we went in 1975, coming from Chisoro to Kamwenge in search for jobs. As usual, people move from one place to another, looking for jobs and among others. In 1975, our grandfather came from Chisoro and came to work at Virika, where he was the principal of technical. Currently, I have my parents. They are both alive. My father is Njati the Faustin. My mother is Mugabere Stibia. And they are Catholics. And they are in Kamwenge at our home.
Yeah, thank you for the brief introduction. Yeah, I think our beloved viewers have seen and have also heard, understood who Anthony is, where he comes from, and this brings us to our point of view. As I earlier said, the last episode we were talking about how you left Christianity to Bachwezi, and now we want you to tell us, because many people say that a player is the biggest. Is what they say? Prayer is the biggest weapon, is the strongest weapon. A player is the strongest weapon, and this is commonly done in Christianity. I don't know how it is also done outside. Like you want to communicate to your God, how do you do it?
Thanks for the good question. It is very simple. We pray. We pray through different places. For example, in Christianity, they pray at home, they pray in pilgrimages, among others at the church. We too in churches, we pray at our homes, we pay pilgrimages to some sacred places, we meet ourselves in the so-called Viteramo, whereby we meet, we who believe in churches, we meet together, we pray to the God of our ancestors, the God who created me, not the God who was brought in the books by the boat. The so-called Musunu, winds that helped.
You want to tell us that there is another god that was brought in boats?
Yeah. Sincerely speaking,
Mm.
150 years ago, we had the God who created us, Africans, and the whole universe. But due to people needed the power, those whites, they wanted to rule over us. That's why they brought us Christianity and Islamic faith. They brought us the Bible and the Quran. Those books, the holy books, the so-called holy books, they were brought 150 years ago. On the boats, they were called